adrenaline pumping in the vein. Red line breaking, driving me insane. Heart pounding heavy like a sledgehammer strike. Spitting out the venom like a razor on a spike. Needle in the red, the pressure's gonna blow. Ready for the absolute lethal overflow. Guitar slashing through the nervous control. High velocity strike right into the soul. Chemical explosion, brain on fire. Fueled by the fury of a dark desire. No sanity left, the synapses burn. Past the point of absolute no return. Adrenaline havoc. Unleash the demon, break the cage. Adrenaline havoc. Drowning the world in pure red rage. Fast, raw, ready to kill. Grinding your mind in the violence mill. Vision turning crimson, reality bends. This is where the fucking sanity ends. Dual sorrows tearing through the screaming skull. Never let the tempo of the violence dull. Galloping bassline dragging you down. Spreading the chaotic plague all over town. No stopping the rush, no holding the line. Dying in the chaos of a brutal design. Chemical explosion, brain on fire. Fueled by the fury of a dark desire. No sanity left, the synapses burn. Past the point of absolute no return. Adrenaline havoc. Unleash the demon, break the cage. Adrenaline havoc. Drowning the world in pure red rage. Fast, raw, ready to kill. Grinding your mind in the violence mill. Pulse rate rising out of control. Pure destruction taking its toll. Faster, harder, push it to the bleed. Satisfy the hunger of a deadly need. Adrenaline havoc. Unleash the demon, break the cage. Adrenaline havoc. Drowning the world in pure red rage. Fast, raw, ready to kill. Grinding your mind in the violence mill. Havoc, havoc, heartbeat dies. Staring at the void with wide open eyes. Explode. Explode. Target locked, the countdown starts. Iron claws tearing through living hearts. Static on the wire, the signal is black. Point of no return, no turning back. Cold steel thunder, a lethal parade. Carving through the dark like a razor sharp blade. Ripping through the silence, burning the grid. Exposing the horrors that the shadows hid. Ignite the engine, feed the machine. The most violent strike that you've ever seen. Press the trigger, release the disease. Bringing the empire down to its knees. Blitzkrieg Protocol, execute. Release the trigger, release the disease, bringing the empire down to its knees. Blitzkrieg Protocol, execute, annihilate. Blitzkrieg Protocol, sealing your zero hour fate. Fast, raw, ready to kill, crushing your soul in the violence mill. Executing the plan, slicing through the fabric of the fragile man. Twin guitars biting with a razor sharp edge, driving you directly over the ledge. Split second timing, a brutal design, crossing the razor on a micro thin line. Symmetrical horror perfectly aligned, leaving not a trace of a mercy behind. Chaotic precision, surgical strike in a fraction of time. Chaotic precision, punishing the weak for a victimless crime. Fast, raw, ready to kill, grinding rubber and gasoline fumes, driving straight into the dark metal tombs. Full throttle chaos, smashing through the barrier at hyper light speed. Full throttle chaos, feeding the velocity that we desperately need. Fast, raw, ready to kill, grinding your bones in the violence mill. Divine, crossing the lethal invisible line. Screaming guitars, feeding the blaze, burning the sky in a bloody red haze. No oxygen left, no room to defend. The inferno of madness begins at the end. Temperatures rise and the engine melts down. Ash falling heavy all over the town. Feel the heat surge through the screaming crowd. Wrapped in a flaming apocalyptic shroud. Furious incineration. Turn the whole world into ash and flame. execution will begin. Dual guitar screaming like a bullet in flight, slicing through the shadows with a lethal bite. No warning given, no mercy in store. Blood dripping heavy on the cold stone floor. Uncontrolled impulse, a sudden red line, crushing your spine by a savage design. Lethal frenzy, rip them to shreds in a blinding speed. Lethal frenzy, satisfy the hunger of a violent need. Fast, raw, ready to kill, grinding your soul in the violence mill. Voltage back and high, the cooling system fails, screaming through the circuit in a deadly bloody trail. soul. Never let the slaughter or the agony dull. Hyperspeed madness, total domination, bringing down the hammer on a dying nation. Chaotic energy, venom in the vein, leaving only bodies in the bloodstained rain. Merciless hunter stalking in the night, ripping off the wings of an angel in flight. No place to run, no hole left to hide. Feel the sharp steel cutting deep inside. Rampant aggressor, unleash the beast, tear them apart. Rampant aggressor, drive a jagged spike straight through the heart. Fast, raw, ready to kill, grinding your flesh in the violence mill.
treaty to sign, carving out my vengeance on your fragile spine. Raspy Vendetta, screaming out the curse with a broken throne. Raspy Vendetta, watching your empire sink like a stone boat fast. Raw, ready to kill, grinding your pride in the violence mill. Screaming out the agony, tearing up the lungs, speaking in 1,000 deadly poisonous tongues. Dual guitar harmonies ripping through the skin. This is where the absolute retribution will begin. Galloping
voice, galloping, bassline driving like a freight train, drowning out the agony, drowning out the pain. Guitars trading solos in a hypervelocity clash, leaving whole empires underneath the ash. Chaotic energy, absolute demise, staring at the snowfall with frozen open eyes, burying the cities under miles of cold stone, stripping all the flesh directly off the bone. Unstoppable momentum, breaking through the wall. Watch the mighty kingdom in a second fall. Relentless avalanche, crushing everything that stands in the way. Relentless avalanche, turning all your sunlight into deadly gray. Fast, raw, ready to kill, grinding your bones in the violence mill. Downfall, impact, frozen to the core, sweeping all the bodies, sweeping out the war. Faster, harder, crash into the ground, bury every survivor in a sea of sound. Relentless avalanche, crushing everything that stands in the way. Relentless avalanche, turning all your sunlight into deadly gray. Fast, raw, ready to kill, grinding your bones in the violence mill. Avalanche, total buried deep, taking all your souls that you meant to keep. Crush. Crush. Crown upon wire, throne made of rust. Your hollow empire's turning into dust, spitting out venom, clawing at the throne, reaping the bitter seeds that you have sown. Iron-fisted ruler, tyrant of the void, watch every system completely destroyed. Raise a sharp guitar, slicing through the deceit, dragging your majesty down to the street. No law, no order, no royal decree, just absolute thrash metal anarchy. The crown is shattered, the bloodline is bled, a million daggers aimed straight at your head. Shredded sovereignty, tear the tyrant from his high seat. Shredded sovereignty, feel the crushing rhythm of defeat. Fast, raw, ready to kill, grinding your throne in the violence mill. High-speed execution ripping through the crown, screaming dual solos burning down the town. The bassline thunders like a charging tank over in like a tidal wave of lead. Vibrations tearing through the voices in your head. Knobs to 11 breaking every single gauge. Sound waves exploding in a wave of sudden rage. Guitars like lightning cutting through the sky, shattering the glass as the sonic missiles fly. Distortion unleashed, roaring through the air, driving all the masses into absolute despair. Sonic execution, turning up the shock, ready for the violent system to unlock. Sonic anarchy, rupture the silence, tear down the wall. Sonic anarchy, watch every pillar crumble and fall. Fast, raw, ready to kill, crushing your ears in the violence mill. Twin guitar assault in a hyper-speed frenzy, ripping through the silence with the lethal energy. Galloping bassline, shaking up the ground, swallowed by the whirlpool of violent sound. No master volume, no safety control, drowning out the weak with the heavy metal toll. Static electricity burning through the wire, setting every speaker in the universe on fire. Distortion unleashed, roaring through the air, driving all the masses into absolute despair. Sonic execution, turning up the shock, ready for the violent system to unlock. Sonic anarchy, rupture the silence, tear down the wall. Sonic anarchy, watch every pillar crumble and fall. Fast, raw, ready to kill, crushing your ears in the violence mill. Loud, brutal, wave of attack. No turning silent, no turning back. Faster, harder, push the decibels, ringing out the heavy metal funeral bells. Sonic anarchy, rupture the silence, tear down the wall. Sonic anarchy, watch every pillar crumble and fall. Fast, raw, ready to kill, crushing your ears in the violence mill. Anarchy, anarchy, maximum noise, destroying all the silence, destroying all the poise.